Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do something extremely fun. Well, at least something that I find extremely fun. And that is to do with Cable becoming a horseman and all of the benefits that he gets from it. And then we're going to put Cable on Calltrops lanes because as we know, whenever Cable gets a bleed debuff inflicted upon him, he places a degen on your opponents, and Calltrops inflicts a bleed whenever I dash back, and the total sum result here is extremely interesting. Now, I did make a slip up here. It's obviously going to be by no means perfect play, but still, we didn't hit that Nightcrawler once. We got hit like twice, and that was all she wrote. And this current quest is in 6.32, so these are quite stacked opponents. We can see that they have like 250 something K health, and this is a rank 1 6-star Cable. So yeah, this is definitely kind of like very stacked opponent for a rank 1 6-star. And we can see that we're bobbing and weaving in the corner, and that Medusa is pretty much down there, consistently having about 18, 20, 22 degens on her. You can see that we received 0 hits this time as well, so we did that fight quite well. And now we're going to be going up against Heimdall. Once again, 255k health, my little Cable. And let's see what happens. So Cable, when he becomes a horseman, as all horsemen do, he gains 100% bleed resistance, so that allows him not to take any damage from bleeds. And obviously getting many bleeds on him places many different degens on the opponent. Here we can see we had 28 degens at one given point, and yeah, obviously Heimdall absolutely drops dead. And then for the further part of the video, I will have quite a lot of fights on like Act 5 and stuff like that, because I didn't really remember all of the Act 6 Calltrops paths, but for some reason the Act 5 ones I had a bit more fresh in my memory. So this is 545, I believe. And yeah, there's also going to be a bit of a deal breaker later on at node that I will forgot to check. But here you can see that Cable going up against another Cable. This one's only 21 KPI, by comparison still significantly bigger than my Cable, but he drops within mere seconds. And that is pretty much it. Okay, so the full kind of explanation there, I kind of gave parts and pieces of it, right? Well, the first thing, Cable's synergy with Apocalypse that is unique to them allows Cable to kind of like bypass the degeneration limit, and that is not 1 anymore, so you can basically stack degens and your incineration gets increased potency, which is not important. So that is the first important thing. So he's able to stack them now versus he was not before. Then the second part is from the Horseman pre-fight ability itself, which provides Horseman with 100% bleed resistance. And the third key vital aspect to cheese like this would have been that Calltrops node, or basically the ability to get a lot of bleeds placed on me. Now there are a few nodes that could have like quite similar impact. For instance, there's that claws node that we can see on Black Panther champions, where if you take a hit in a block, you get 5 bleeds placed on you for like very small duration. That should work quite well. And a bunch of others. There is Shank node, I believe, when you can get bleeds by hitting opponent's block. And yeah, but Calltrops obviously is by far the best way to showcase this cheese. You can see that 17 degens, he's absolutely ticking away. That life is just leaking out of that war machine, and it's very fun. Here, however, will be the point where I said I should have read the node, because this node has in 40% increased bleed accuracy. And I knew I'm gonna have a hard time because it's Agent Venom. He's gonna shrug off most of my debuffs, but the 40% bleed accuracy increase or bleed potency increase or whatever it was, basically still forced me to take bleed damage, and I was not able to survive it. So that one's on me. I should have read that one, just brought in a bleed immune champion. But now we're gonna go up against Electro. And here we go, 16 degens, and Electro is at toast. And that is so quick as well. It just feels so filthy. It feels so cheesy and so fun. I definitely recommend every single person to try it out. If you have Cable, if you happen to have Apocalypse, make that Cable a Horseman of Apocalypse and take him in on a Calltrops lane. It's going to be insanely fun. You can see again, we have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, so many degens for days. We're getting tagged here and there. Obviously, that unstoppable ability that Apocalypse Horseman pre-fight gives to Cable, that's quite useful as well. And here, this particular quest is in 5.24. That's like the really, really long Calltrops lane. I remember this lane because everybody was hating on it because it came out at a time when we didn't really have access to many great bleed immune champions, and this was one of the kind of like more troublesome nodes with the masochism included and everything else. But here we can see that we absolutely do not care. The opponents are just melting away. Again, no need to land any hits at all whatsoever, and opponents are just completely being melted away. Now, next up against Ronan. Then we're gonna have a Vision, which I will have to speed through, obviously, because you cannot degen robots. But before we get there, let's just have a little bit of fun with this tiny little Ronan. At this point, we have 10, 11 bleeds, wonderful, sorry, degens, 15 degens, and wait, heavy attack, and done deal. So I'm going to speed through here. For this fight, I think I'm just going to bring in Magneto, because obviously Magneto against robots is an outstanding option. I do have to contend with that masochism, but that's about it, and it doesn't even always trigger. So I'm just going to drop a casual level 1 there, finish off the fight. That is a rank 3 6-star after all. Now I'm going to move on to the next fight. Next fight is Miss Marvel. Absolutely no problem here. And again, we're just going to start dashing back and hashtag winning, right? Man, it just feels so dirty. It just feels so dirty. 18 degens at the very end of it, and the fight lasts a mere seconds. Just think about it. In the course of this video, we have pretty much kind of like completed near enough like 3 lanes in 3 different quests, and the video is going to be barely over 10 minutes long. But yeah, so it's a very quick and efficient way how to win fights. So again, let's just dash back. We are at 15 degens, 16 degens, and she goes down. It's so simple, so easy, so quick, and so fun. And it's probably, it might sound a bit silly, but I don't know. I need to do some questing with Cable normally, where I'm not trying to cheese it out, because he does seem to have improved significant margin. And his synergy is also like the most important synergy for Apocalypse. So there could be a version of upcoming events where I actually rank up Cable either to rank 2 or 3, as stupid as it sounds. Because Cable's always been also like an annoying defender as well. I currently do not have like great rank up targets, and yeah, it's something to think about. Maybe rank 2, maybe rank 3, because I'm about to form another mutant class catalyst. So I really don't know what I'm going to do, but it would be so funny if somehow Cable ends up being a ranked up champion, because he has been bane of so many champions' existence, because he seemingly has synergies with a quarter of Marvel Concept champions, and he sucked. He always stinked. Now he definitely will have his potential uses, and he has always been somewhat annoying champion to fight against. So it could stand to reason that there is a sequence of events what leads Cable to go to rank 3 as a 6-star champion. But I'm not gonna get ahead of myself. It still hasn't happened, and I don't know if it will. I definitely need to test Cable out and about a bit more in some quests. Maybe do like a review video on Cable Apocalypse Horseman or something, and then I can try and draw my conclusions. But just the mere fact that he's able to do this stuff in Act 6.3 as a rank 1 6-star on Calltrops lanes, I think is already quite insane. And then obviously all the consecutive easier quests, easier lanes. One of the upcoming fights is going to be interesting as well. It's going to be against the White Magneto, which is obviously not going to be ideal matchup for Cable at all, because he's going to get magnetized, he's going to have 70% ability accuracy reduction. But I just wanted to see what will happen and if Cable can do that. So here we can see that we're about to jump in the fight against that White Magneto. And the plan is the same. The plan is exactly the same as it was before. Just dash back, not to get hit too much before the opponents, leak out all of their health. And we can see that somehow we are slowly getting some of our degens through. We have 5 degens that are already dealing relatively significant amount of damage. And the masochism triggers, it's largely mitigated with despair mastery. At this point we have 7 degens. I have 7 hits, but the fight's over. So I definitely could have played this a bit better, but he still got the job done. And the next one is going to be the last fight for the video. So it's again just Juggernaut, nothing too special. So let me know what you guys think about this Cable cheese. Did you guys enjoy it? Have you tried it out yourselves? Do you think Cable could potentially be a decent rank up option now? And all that other good stuff. Share this video with your friends, alliance mates, all that stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys soon. See ya.